Hello again. This is Reginald, also known as Brother Teacher, your brother, your friend, your confidant, even. Uh, my subject for this session happens to be on children and raising children. It is interesting to me how, over the years, in some relationships that I have been in personally, uh, with the mother of some of the children that I've encountered, and I have no problem mentioning this. uh, how the parents were, or the mother, I should say, was a little overprotective of her child or children, whatever the case may have been. And I've seen this even outside of my own personal experiences. Uh, they would say to me, oftentimes, when a child is being unruly or out of hand, out of control, that they're just children. That is not a good way to see things. But as I say, they responded, they're just children. Pardon me if you hear my child, my 2-year old, in the background commenting or whatever he decides to do. But I wasn't aware that he was going to come in the room. But anyway, the scripture says that childhood is vanity. And what that means is childhood is empty. It has absolutely no purpose growing up as a child. This might cut against the grain from what a lot of us have traditionally grown up to believe and hold on to. But God, Yahweh, cannot be wrong. And if you really think about it logically, it makes perfectly good sense. It's like a plant when you put a seed in the ground. It starts to grow into a sapling and then it starts to mature until it becomes what it's going to become. Children, human beings are the same, just like animals in nature. We start out in an infancy and then we begin to develop into what we're going to actually be. So that is a process, in other words. So as we're going through the process, we should be taught and given all of the tools and the information about how we should be or how we should become an adult. So childhood is nothing more than a process that's going to catapult you to becoming an adult. In other words, or in essence, we're teaching our children how to become adults while they're children. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that you do as a child coming up through that development aspect of your life that's going to benefit you as an adult. Nothing. Playing with Tonka toys, action figures, jumping rope, having Christmas parties and birthday parties and playing on jungle gyms, that's not going to benefit you as an adult. A lot of people may not like what I'm saying, but it is the truth, as they say, anyhow. So go and check it out. Do your own due diligence. Study the scripture so that you understand fundamentally what the purpose of man is. If a woman has a baby today, that child doesn't know anything until you teach it to that child. It is all learned behavior. You teach them morality. You give them some sense of who God or the Creator is. You teach them right and wrong. You teach them how they should carry themselves in society. Your main teaching as a child comes from your household. It comes from your parents, not the school, not the clubhouse, not the movie theaters, not the television. Nothing external is the main impetus for you becoming what you are. It is always at home first. Everything else is additional. So we have to be very careful as parents in how we raise our children and realize that we actually are the stewards of our own homes. We take care of our homes first. No governments, no external facilities or external organizations. It is us. We are the parents, and we are responsible to God, the Creator, for how we raise or even don't raise our children. So if you have any questions, please leave your comments in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer any concerns that you might have. And understand this too about me, brother teacher. I don't give opinions because opinions can be tainted. They can be full of a whole lot of your personal feelings. Personal feelings and truth have to be separated. Yahweh love you, and I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. So long.